Oh, gee, what a neat area. Hey, what's that? Well, we got a beautiful morning to leave on this trip. And for leaving Montana in the middle of winter, we lucked out. The roads are bare and dry all the way to Arizona. Oh, hello. Feels good to be down here, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, the sun feels good.
Yeah.
So I'm just standing here soaking it in. First do the back, then the front.
Yeah, it does feel nice. Yeah, it was 3 hard days of driving, you know, like 9, 10-hour days of driving. I don't like doing that so much anymore, but it is always so worth it to get down here and be able to soak up the sun and the warm air and everything. Yeah, this is perfect. Here's a short, fat saguaro cactus. You know, they gotta be 50 years old before they grow their first arm. This cactus is probably 100 years old. It's just such a nice feel down here. You know, the air is dry and it's just beautiful. I love it. We're camped down here near some very good friends. Our friend Lori is parked over there. He's got a couple of motorcycles he likes to ride around on. Our friend Jeff is parked behind us. He's been working and working on that outfit. I'll show it to you later. He's got it working pretty good, but both the camper and the truck have gotten had a lot of work done to them. Our little outfit is doing pretty well. I've got my right wheel on the trailer is making, the brake inside is making some kind of a dragging noise, so I'm going to be pulling that wheel off and checking into that. Truck is running fine, coming up on an oil change pretty soon. Motorcycle rode fine down here. The only problem I had is somebody dug through my stuff here in the Walmart parking lot. They didn't take anything, but this stuff was all jumbled up over here. You know, somebody went through that. They might have been looking to see how the motorcycle was fastened down. I got the motorcycle chained in there, the big heavy motorcycle anti-theft chain, but they might have been looking to see what that was all about. I don't know. Can't trust folks nowadays at all. See, the nice thing about this part of the Sonoran Desert is it's all this gravel. So you're not walking around in dust and dirt. You're walking around in all this wonderful gravel, so it's real clean. Just a nice clean area to be. And we're north of Quartzsite, and we're about a half hour out of Quartzsite here. So Chevrolet, in their ultimate wisdom, put the jack handle on this side of the truck under the seat and the jack itself under the opposite side of the seat, so that everything stored on top of the rear seat has to come off so you can get it both sides. Yeah, it took me a minute to figure out that. I was going, where the heck is the jack? Why isn't it with the jack handle? Ugh. Now I got the whole rear end tore up. I just need the jack so I can jack the trailer up and pull that drum off the right side and see what's going on inside. These are magnetic brakes, and when you step on the brake pedal, it activates this magnet right here and makes the magnet come out and adhere to the brake drum itself. And then when it does that, it pushes the wheel back and it activates the brakes themselves. So everything is okay in here. It's just that this rides, it's spring loaded and it rides on the brake drum all the time and it makes noise. That's all. But everything is fine in there. Well, the brake pads themselves are fine and the brakes are okay. Chinese brakes, and when the wheel goes around, that magnet is rubbing on the drum. The left side doesn't do it, the right, well, it does, not as much. The right side just makes noise. Not bad. It'll be all right. Well, thanks for coming along on this one. Linda and I made it down to Arizona a few days ago. We've just been sitting and talking to friends for the last couple of days. But today we finally broke out and we're going to do a little exploring. Rode the motorcycle to a spot that looks interesting up here in the mountains. And we're just heading up to check them out and see what we can find. Well, the first thing we need to do is walk up this hill. And then, if we make it to the top, we'll probably see another hill. Yeah, it's a steep one. But that's why we're out here, yeah, Linda, is to get exercise?
Yeah. I'd rather walk than ride. Because you get two benefits out of walking.
What's that?
Well, you get exercise and you get exercise.
You get double the exercise by climbing this steep hill. Yeah, well, take your time, no hurry here.
Looked at this and I think, do I want to fall on this? Or would I rather walk up?
Yeah, this is actually pretty rocky for riding the bike up.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah.
It's deep.
Yeah, the little TW has the power in first gear to take Linda and I up this hill, but it's so rocky with big chunks of rocks that we'd probably drop it. So it's better just to walk. It's been a long winter in Montana and it hasn't been real cold up there, but just cold enough to keep us from getting out. So yeah, we're dragging today, man. This is our first time out. But that's what we come here for.
This is a pretty steep angle.
Oh, it is a steep hill, that's for sure. Hey, we're almost to the top. So, oh man, this is twice as steep as what we just came up. I don't think we're gonna go down that. No, I think what we're gonna do is stay at this level that we're on and just go along the hillside so we're not climbing or maybe here's a trail out the other side. That's the thing to do, is just stay up here now. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful though.
Yeah, Laurie said you make it down that, and if you can make it up the next hill, he says, I hope you survive that.
Yeah, I wouldn't even take the motorcycle down there.
Yeah.
No, my skill level isn't that high. Cool, let's explore up here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd say this is what we came out here for. Brought my little hover drone with me, and it's been so long since I've used it. We had to find internet connection so I could look up the instructions. Yeah, it's easy. Push the button, let it go. It's pretty nice up here. This is a really fun place to have an ATV. There are roads that just go everywhere. There's a mine at it up here. At least that's what it looks like from the trail here. I don't know if it's a shaft or an adit. We're going to check it out. What you got there?
A hole. A hole.
So it's not a mine, it's just an exploratory dig?
I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea what these things are.
Yeah. It's just an exploratory dig. We saw this tailings out here.
So what are they looking for out here? In these here parts?
Up here would be gold and silver.
Huh.
And they found a bunch.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, you almost expect to see a guy on a burro, or a guy and a burro, come trotting up that road.
Pack mule, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banditos.
Sure that happened in the day. This little hover drone, a year ago last summer, so it was quite a while ago, I was flying it and it hit a tree branch and fell into the creek. And I ran up to it, it was sitting about 12 inches underwater, and I shook it out and dried it out as best I can and set it in the sun, and the little bugger keeps going. Just amazing. This is the Hover 1 Air, or Hover Air 1.
Came around the corner and saw that down there, and the first thing that popped in my head was Humphrey Bogart. And what's that quote, semi-quote from a movie? Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
What's the one at something at Black Rock? It's another 1950s movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Can't remember. But anyways, it was filmed in an area
1950s. I was a baby.
You're still a baby.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I remember the movie a little bit. Don't remember what it was about. Something at Black Rock or something. And
Rumble at Black Rock?
no.
Oh.
I can see the actor, but I can't remember it.
Is it like a Western or a...
No. Its movie was made in the 1950s, and it was in the 1950s, and I don't know what it had to do with, but it was filmed out in an area like this. Anyways, I get out here, I think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you guys remember the name of the movie and the actor, why don't you leave a comment down below? We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, educate us.
Please. We seldom ever find artifacts when we're in this area, not because they're not here, it's because it's so gravelly that they don't stand out. So it's kind of tough to find artifacts. In the meantime, as I walk along, I'm looking for stacked rock, things of that sort that kind of shows indication that Native Americans were here in the past, or miners. A fork in the trail. I think I'll go this way. And it comes up to a little saddle up here. Oh man. God sure has a wonderful paintbrush, don't he? I'm just doing all this with a action camera. If I could afford a better camera, I'd get you guys some really great photos. If you feel like contributing to this channel, I would do that with the money, just through PayPal or maybe Patreon, if you don't mind. We could use it.
Yeah, so from over there, I saw this and thought it was a nice place to sit. We just dust off the dirt. But it's not dirt.
It's cactus.
It's just millions of cactus
Yeah,
spines.
don't sit there. Sometimes on the top of these knolls, you'll see a ring of rocks, maybe 3 or 4 feet high, and those, you know, of course you think of lookout. Another thing they did on the top of these hills is they made eagle traps, and that's where they would hide inside of a ring of rocks, and they would wave like something like a, you know, piece of cloth or something to attract an eagle, thinking it was a wounded animal, and the eagle would swoop in and they would grab it. So you do see that. Nothing on the top of this one though, except for an incredible view. Oh yeah. Ooh, gotta be careful walking through here. They call it jumping cholla, but it's the thing is, if you even brush up against it, those little puffballs of needles just cling to your pant leg or whatever. Or if you're an animal, it clings to your fur. And each one of these little spines is barbed, so it goes in and doesn't come out. Oh, there's a stack of rocks over here. But it's a boundary marker. Probably for mining claim or something. Right there. You know, you always hear the term old miner, but I think for the most part they were young guys in their 20s and 30s, maybe even late teens. And then in the movies they always showed us some grizzled old hunched over guy with a beard, you know, and holding on to a mule or a donkey or something. But to get out here and do what they did, they had to be pretty young and able, I think. I mean, heck, it took a lot of energy just to stack up those rocks. I can still see a really faint trail. Just keep going the way you're going. Okay. I've said this before in other videos, but one way to see like a flake or an arrowhead or something like that is with the sun away, you know, in front of you. Look down at the ground and look for a glint, because flint and chert, they're shiny like glass. I had to stop and tighten my laces. I had them in slip-on mode, and when you get out in uneven terrain, man, those suckers got to be tight so they don't slide around on your feet. Linda doubled back to the motorcycle, and I got to make my way back in a minute. It's because it's past lunchtime. Oh, gee, what a neat area. Hey, what's that? Huh. I don't know what this is, you guys. There's a pair of very, very old boots here. And then this metal sculpture, and there was a hat on top. I think it says something on the bottom. Ooh. Rest in peace. Okay, it says Rest in peace, Will F. 2015, I think. It may be a 16. Kind of welded on there. And somebody's left a painted rock here. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a dog tag in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, Will F is actually William C. Farrow. 1/3/1958 to 6/1/2016. Wow, that's odd that his dog tag is actually here. Somebody must have loved him a lot. Yeah, this isn't a gravesite, you guys. This is a memorial. And the welding rod is in the shape of a saguaro. The things you find in the desert. Seriously, that's why we come out here exploring. The odd things that you find, or the wonderful things that you find. Well, Will Farrow, you must have been one heck of a guy. Thank you for your service. Yeah, you can get out here and you can ride through on a four-wheeler and enjoy the ride. Or you can get out here and walk and see what you can discover. You never know what you're going to find.
Whew. Well, I'm beat.
Yeah, me too. So what's for lunch?
Oh, whatever I can scrounge up as fast as I can scrounge it up.
I guess I'll find out. Well, we didn't ride very far, but when we got to where we were going, we walked far. Nobody broke an ankle or broke a neck, so I guess we were all right. Don't.
Try to get those ratings up.
Well, you got a new wound on your head. And...
So the fuse did blow?
Yes.
Okay.
But, I mean, it really should have blown a long time.
So I came over here to show you guys Jeff's camper, and he's over here helping Laura out with a wiring problem. But yeah, I tell Jeff this is the Frankenstein of campers, because you should see what this thing has been through. This camper, at least 2 times now, it's been damaged to the point where I thought, oh, for sure Jeff's going to buy a new camper. But, for example, in this corner right here, there was severe dry rot in there, and I would have thought that that would have been the end of this camper. But Jeff opened it up and patched it all up and fixed it up. And then...
I think this is the back one one of the back ones is where he took a little too tight of a turn getting water at the quartzite dump water station. Took his jack out, ripped the side out.
That too. Yeah, now that one I wasn't aware of. Up here, Jeff made a video. This whole side,
all the way back to here, it was
peeled off.
Flapping in the wind.
This whole piece up here had peeled off. You can see it's all taped up there right now. And I thought for sure, well, that's the end of this camper. Jeff is going to have to buy a new one. Nope. No. He fixed that up. He said a camper like this, if he was to buy a new one, would be like $50,000. And then there's the truck.
The newer truck, right?
This is the newer truck, and he's had cooling problems on this. I think he's got it licked now, but he's done a lot of work. This is a Power Stroke diesel. But he's done a lot of work on this truck, a lot of work on these supports here with diagonals he's put in so that when it's sitting on its supports, it's real stable now. He's had to do so much work. But that brings up something let me talk to you about. It's this. It's that you see people out here camped in the desert. Some of them are living out of their cars. Some of them are living out of an old van where they just put a cot inside. And for some reason years ago, that attracted Linda and I to this kind of a lifestyle. The fact that you don't need to have a lot of money to do this. If you've been watching Bob Wells, you know, Cheap RV Living, years ago he started saying that, and it's true. If you just have the desire to get out and live a low-cost lifestyle, you can do it out of your car. I don't suggest it. Some people do it though. It's what led us to our little cargo trailer. That was just a cargo trailer when we bought it. It was little by little, not all at once. Little by little, we started making changes to the inside. We started out with 2 cots in there, and it was fine. Now it's insulated, it's got air conditioning, it's got a heating system, solar on the roof, all added a little at a time as we could afford it. Jeff's camper back here, he's doing all right too, on not much money. Yeah, you can do that too. I thought I'd just tell you about that. Oh man, looking like a couple of really nice sandwiches. Can I have one?
No, they're both for me. I have a big appetite today. Yeah.
You ever notice in just about any campground that you go to, there's always one individual talking to somebody standing right next to them, and even if they're 500 yards away, they're talking so loud that you can hear every word they're saying. There's always one. Always one. Well, we just had this really nice dog walk into our camp, and we're trying to find out who she belongs to. Here, come here. Come.
Come here, Blanco.
Come.
Come on.
Come on. Come here.
Come here. Here.
Come on.
You want more snacks? Come on.
Linda's chasing the dog down right now, and the dog's just kind of walking away from Linda. But Linda has a pepperoni stick, so we're hoping that works. She's not that man's dog either, but I guess he knows the owner. He's going to get the dog. The dog is heading for the highway, so that is not good.
It's not his dog either, but he was put in charge of watching the dog while the owners went to town.
Bad job.
Yeah. So he said, yeah. He's glad we found her.
Yeah. Well, she was friendly. At first, she came right up to us, and we were petting her, and Linda was holding on to her. I rode the motorcycle out in the distance and that the dog came from and tried to find, and I was asking around if anybody was missing a dog, and nobody was, but...
Yeah, then I remembered the dog that we found with Jeff and Bear, and that dog had a dog tag with a number on it. So I saw that dog had a dog tag, so I looked at it, and lo and behold, there was a phone number.
Well, that's a good thing. He still hasn't caught her, though. She's still heading away from him. Not good. Uh-oh. And she's heading for the highway.
Yeah, she's actually running from him.
Yeah, she's trying to get away from him. Ooh. Maybe I should take the motorcycle around to the other side? Oh, no. I'll let you know how this turns out. I took the motorcycle out and rode around and got in front of the dog. I didn't do any good, but I just wanted to make sure that I was out in front so she couldn't run to the highway or something like that. Well, the dog was obviously really smart, and she came into our camp and came right up to us and sat down and everything. We were able to give her water and give her a beef stick, but she was obviously looking for her owner. And so she left our camp and wouldn't come back to us after that. And then that man was trying to catch her because he was the one that's supposed to be taking care of her. But she was pretty smart. She led him on a great big wide half circle where she ended up back at her trailer where she belonged. But she wouldn't go to him either. So she's obviously just wanted to be with her owner, and that was it. But I guess he should have had a leash on her or something to keep her from walking away. She looks really docile and everything, so it's not like she was going to run away, and she's old. But she walked just faster than he did, so he couldn't catch her. Everything's okay now, though. Is there anything you want to say to these folks?
No, just kidding. Maybe.
Was that directed at me?
Yeah.
Well, you guys, thanks for coming along on this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know, hardly anybody that's watching our videos these days is subscribing, and it's really important to us because it makes our channel grow. Please hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a nickel. Hey, we'll see you around.